Now, even though most women report feeling the sensations of labour, it's somewhere in the spectrum of pain. The pain that they experience differs hugely. And some women actually report that they felt the sensations of labour were intense but pleasurable. And up to 6% of women actually have orgasms when they're having their babies. And the vast difference in experience is because pain is hugely subjective and it's influenced by many, many factors. There was a 2017 study entitled The Meaning of Labour Pain: How the Social Environment and Other Contextual Factors Shape Women's Experiences by Laura Y. Whitburn et al. And they concluded the following. The data from this study suggested that a determining factor of a woman's experience of pain during labour is the meaning she ascribes to it. When a woman interprets the pain as productive and purposeful, it's associated with positive cognitions and emotions, and they're more likely to feel that they can cope. Alternatively, when women interpret the pain as threatening, it's associated with negative connotations and emotions, and they tend to feel that they need help from external methods of pain control. Furthermore, they acknowledge social and environmental factors too. The social environment seems particularly important in shaping a woman's pain experience by influencing her interpretation of the context of the pain, and in doing so can change its meaning. The context and social environment are dynamic and can also change throughout labour. Studies have also found that endogenous oxytocin, that's the love hormone that's created naturally in your body and is released in bundles during labour, can modulate pain perception, which is why supportive environments and relaxation can significantly impact pain levels. Many studies also found that if a woman is in a state of anxiety, then this decreases her tolerance of the sensations of labour. Dr. Howard Schubiner, who's the director of the Mind Body Institute in Michigan, is interviewed by Dr. Rangan Chatterjee in his podcast called Feel Better, Live More. In this podcast, he talks about the fact that even hearing the word pain makes our brains create it. But as you're probably already thinking about pain, and it's very hard to discuss it without naming it, I am going to be using the word pain during this lesson. But perhaps as you move forwards in your thinking, planning and birthing, you might like to supplant the word pain with power or sensation. So following are some bullet points from the interview with Dr. Schubiner and also some additional interesting facts about pain. If you have increased anxiety and fear, you will experience more pain. If you expect pain, you will feel it more. If you're cold or hungry or tired, your tolerance of it will decrease. If you know the reason for the sensation and that it will be over, this will increase your tolerance. If you feel supported by your caregivers, you are likely to cope better. If your cingulate cortex, which is the part of your brain that interprets pain signals, is conditioned to accept the sensations, you will have a more receptive attitude to the experience, which is great news because that's the part of your brain that we talk to when we're using hypnobirthing. Pain is created in the brain, and this is not to say that you're imagining it, because the pain is real, but it's the brain's interpretation that creates the experience. For example, people with amputated limbs can still feel pain in the missing limb. Emotional pain and physical pain arise in exactly the same part of the brain, so pain could be thought of as an emotion. When our body expects something, it creates this as an internal possibility. So if someone starts to talk to you about knits, you might notice that you start to scratch your head. Changing your internal narrative affects your neural circuitry. So if you say, "I'm safe," this will de-escalate fear. Affirmations have been shown under fMRI scans to change your neural circuitry. So you can change your experience of an event by changing your thoughts. Now imagine if someone asked you, whilst you're labouring, how much pain are you in right now? Your mind might go looking for pain because it's trying to be helpful. If someone asked you, how comfortable are you right now? Your mind would go looking for comfort. So if you're in labour and a caregiver said to you, "I think you could do with an epidural," before you've asked for it, your mind might interpret this as, "They think I need an epidural, maybe I do." And I have actually come across lots of women throughout my career who have felt coerced into having pain management that they didn't feel that they needed on reflection. I've also worked with many women who were very pleased to have had the pain relief that they got. Now, there's a big difference between pain that's harmful and pain that's productive. You know, when you've been to the gym for a good workout and the next day you might feel what could be described as sweet pain? You know, when your muscles are kind of achy, but it's acceptable because you know where it came from and it has a positive meaning for you. But imagine if you woke up one morning and you had exactly the same feeling in your muscles, but you hadn't been to the gym. This might be very disconcerting, as it would signal that something was wrong. You would be concerned and maybe possibly take medication, maybe make a doctor's appointment or take the day off work. You would be less tolerant of the sensations. The sensations of labour are coming from the powerful work that your body's doing. If you have the freedom to move as you wish, the sensations will most likely be directing you to move in ways that make them feel more manageable, which in turn is also likely to be helping your baby move through your body. The sensations of labour are also causing a positive hormonal feedback loop that facilitates labour and ensures that you and your baby have the rich and powerful cocktail of hormones to help with bonding, post-birth elation, satisfaction, and helping you to be in the best emotional state possible to start your parenting journey. So try this affirmation, either in the build up to labour or on the day. The sensations of labour are normal, they are manageable, and they are productive. I'll see you in the next video.